Hey, it's me, Site7. This is part 43 of my Library of Ruina walkthrough, and we're going to be doing the Floor of Philosophy realization here. Before I do that, I'm going to go over the builds, because this is a fun fight. Now on Binah, we're going to be running Acrobatic for more range damage, because all of our cards are ranged attacks. The Swordplay of the Homeland from Bamboo-Headed Kim to give our slash dice power +2, because her best slash dice, her best cards are slash cards, and they imply fairy, which is going to be very useful here. And then Mind Hauler, because she has no evade dice and no way to regain stagger if she does get hit. Now on Dorko, we're running Zhao's key page. Obviously just a whole bunch of fire damage, a whole lot, just all fire. And yeah, the comment pages are pretty self-explanatory, just lots of draw, lots of light gain while burning people. And then Purple Tear. We're mainly going to be using her guard stance, and I have put the strongest Himia's prowess because this is just such a good combo. There's no reason to not run this, especially for these more difficult fights. Then we've got Triple R Suit, so we can store 20 charge because we are using Overcharge, and cards that spend charge so that we can get Light and Draw. We're going to be running Esther's page. All the prescript stuff, Grace of the Prescripts for boosting a random type of offensive dice. And I've got pretty much, I got a good variety of everything. I think it's a little heavily focused on Pierce, but that's fine. And then my Strength Giver, using Mirene's key page, taking advantage of Hannah for All, so that anytime this character receives Strength, Endurance Protection, or Stagger Protection through combo pages, is the same status effect to random ally. I've also kind of switched this up just a bit to kind of be more of a support deck, using the Ujat's key page, I guess Ujat's passives, for Mirage to give, or to recover half the stagger, because I'm not running any evade dice in this deck. And then Hawkeye's to give protection to the ally that takes most damage, and Puppet Skeleton to boost blunt dice power by +1, which is mainly just to try and ensure that these hit so that I can give strength to everyone more efficiently. Let's get to it.
롤라, 넌 엔젤라의 원본이 된 존재에 대해
Roland,
알고 있니?
you know of the being Angela was modeled after?
아니,
Nope.
본인한테 들은 적은
She never
없어.
really told me about who she was
굳이
based
묻고
on. I didn't really want to bother asking further.
엔젤라는 카르멘이라는 사람을
Angela was
공격하는
created in the image of the person named Carmen.
도시를 바꾸고자 했던 사람이지.
She was one who sought to change the city.
뭐라고? 그
Hang on,
인류를
what?
치료한답시고
You mean the
사람을
Carmen who
모았던
recruited
카르멘?
people for her quest to cure humanity?
사람 간의 갈등이 없는 세상을 만들고자
She strove to
했다.
create a world without conflict.
정확히는
To elaborate,
서로 상처
our
입지
idea of
않고
utopia was one in which
서로를
people did
이해할
not
수
harm
있는
each other
세상이었어.
and could mutually understand.
사람이 꿈을 꿀 수 있는 세상을
She dreamed of a
꿈꾸었지.
world where people could dream.
허나 비극적이게도
Alas, she could never reach that ideal herself, tragically.
자신의 목숨을 바쳐서
Fruit of her research could only be born after she sacrificed her life for it,
머리는 그 틈을 놓치지 않았고
and the head didn't miss that prime opportunity to strike.
물론 그 이유가 중요했지만
Of course, her cause was an important offense, even though that was not all.
엔젤라는
Angela was meant to be a substitute of Carmen,
엔젤라를 만들고
one who created Angela and carried out the plan,
내가 지켜보고 있는
and the one I am keeping an eye on.
사람이었지.
He was the same type of individual as I.
단지 사랑하는 사람을
He merely
얻을
shouldered the
짊어졌을
burden of completing the task the one
그에게
he loved
진정한
left
대의감은
behind.
없었어.
Never pursued any great cause in a true sense.
연약하면서
He was frail.
누구도
It cannot be
이해 못할
understood by
인간이었다.
anyone.
그렇기에 누구보다
It may be that he
이해를
desperately
갈망했을
longed for
테지.
understanding from another being for that reason.
그래서 엔젤라는
You're saying Angela was made to fill the Carmen-sized hole in his heart? It's a good way to put it.
연약한 자신을 바라봐주길 바라는
Forbidden endeavor to create someone to look over his fragile self. A cocktail of irony and the lingering attachment, self-loathing, and insanity.
그자와 엔젤라는
The irony of codependency where the two gravely needed each other but could never be next to one another.
카르멘을 닮을 필요는 없을
The
텐데.
abiding affection for Carmen that compelled him to create a mechanical copy of her, even though there was no real need for such resemblance.
허나 그 결과는 카르멘보다
The result ended up
자신을
resembling him more than Carmen, funnily enough.
모순과 미련으로 점점 자기
Self-contempt that stemmed from countless contradictions and regrets.
동시에
And the insanity of neglecting Angela to suffer for nigh eternity when she was capable of having a mind that is no different from humans.
아름답다고 생각하지 않니?
Beautiful, is it not? And look at her smirking at that.
아름답기는 개뿔.
Beautiful, my ass. He was an absolute top of the range nutcase if what you said is true.
누군가에게 선이었지.
He was a beacon of virtue for some.
허나 이 세상에
There's no such thing as good in this world, however.
선으로
There's only
여겨지는
what is
것만이
perceived
있으며
as such.
개인은 감히 보편적인
It's not up to the
판단을 할 수가
individual to
없다.
dare make universal judgment.
그래. 누군가에게는
Right, and I bet he was a spawn of evil to others.
인간은 늘 무언가를
Humans are
짊어지고
bound to view the world while carrying certain things on their backs.
너도 다름없는
You are no
것처럼
exception, of course.
부모의 얼굴조차 모른 채
Never having had a chance to
어느
see my
노인의 곁에
parents,
자랐어.
I grew up in the hands of an old woman in the back streets.
그리고 그 노인조차
And I was
내
left
곁을
alone when she was gone not too long after.
먹고 살 길을 찾기 위해
Looking for a way to make a living for myself, I jumped into the world of fixers at a young age.
노인이 떠나기 전 알려준
I had my
것들은
gran to thank for that, since she taught me how to survive as a fixer before she left.
나를 위한 일이 아니라 누군가의 일만 했다.
Spent all of my time dealing with requests and errands for others rather than doing anything for myself.
그렇게 점점 잊어갔다.
In time, I gradually forgot.
나를 위해 할 수 있는 일이
Is there
무엇일까?
anything that I could do for myself?
적나라한 도시의 민낯을 보며
I thought
생각했다.
as I watched the naked and explicit facets of the city,
부족할 게 없는
should I settle for a life where I won't lack for anything crucial?
둥지에서 살면
I'd be happy if I live in the nest.
연기의 내음과 사람 냄새가
It was when the
가득한
days of
시절이
smoke-filled
끝날 거야.
skies and the sense of humans were nearing their end.
꺼져. 이 새끼 내 몫이야.
Fuck off, this one is mine to kill.
꼬맹이 주제에 날이 서 있구나.
One snappish kid, aren't you? Wearing an odd mask, too. Oh, it's Salvador.
꺼지라고 했지.
I said, fuck off. Huh?
그렇게 뒤만 신경 써서
Try looking at
제일
what's in
중요한
front
걸
of you for
놓치면
once.
어떡하나.
You'll miss the most important things if you're always looking back, don't you know?
고맙다고는 안 할 거야.
You're not getting any thanks from me.
어련하실까.
I wasn't expecting any.
그리고 이놈 모가지 몫은 내 거야.
And I'm still getting credit for this one's head.
새파랗게 어린 놈이 전쟁에 참가한 이유가 뭐야?
What is a young green sprout like you doing here anyway, partaking in this war?
신경 끄시지.
It's none of your business.
보나마나 둥지
I
이주권.
bet you're here for the migration permit to the nest.
당신도 그래?
Are you here for that too, old fart?
난 둥지 출신이라 이미
I'm a nest
둥지에서
resident
살고
at birth,
있지.
so I don't quite need that.
그럼 왜 참전한 거야?
What the hell are you here for then?
너참 세상 물정 모르는 꼬마군. 보렴.
Yeah, look at Salvador. Young and strapping, kind of. Sure, ignorant of the world, kid. Take a look.
아이사 둥지 소속
Badge of I-Corp's nest?
협회 전체를 고용해서
The entire association has been hired, you see.
솔직히
Frankly, don't know what we're fighting for.
이 연기 때문에 도시가
The smoke
개판이
admittedly
났지만
made the city a nasty mess, I'll give you that. Guys, keep in mind, we're somewhere in L-Corp's nest right now.
알려주는 게 없으니
They won't tell us anything beyond that. All we have to do is go and kill whoever we're ordered to kill.
그게 해결사와 도시의
Which are the
규칙이니.
principles of the Fixers and the city as a whole.
꼬맹이, 네가 지금까지
Say,
전쟁에서
kid,
죽인 놈은
how many kills have you scored in this war until now?
23명.
23.
네 목숨에
Think your life is worth more than 23 people?
아니,
No. All I did was strike at them with my sword so I could live.
내 목숨은 하나의 값어치밖에 없겠지.
My life probably isn't worth anything more than one.
어딘가의 높은 분들은
And yet some higher-ups believe that a handful of this smoke is worth more than tens of thousands of lives.
봐라. 저게 연기의 근원이다.
Watch, that's the source of the smoke.
추악하고
Downright
뻔하고
hideous, yet expected. I think Ruina just threw up.
가면을 쓴 채로 토를 해.
You vomit with your mask on? And Salvador sounds like he's throwing up too.
더러운 자식. 나까지 토해버렸잖아.
Filthy tot. Made me queasy as well.
저건 대체 뭐야?
What is that thing?
익숙해지는 게 좋을 거야.
Better get used to this kind of scenery.
도시를 움직이는 특이점이란 것들은
Singularities that
죄다
keep the city running all have a nasty truth or too hidden from the public eye.
뭐 이런 광경을 본 이상 기억 소거 절차를
Well,
밟을
we'll be
거야.
subjected to amnestic treatment now that we've seen this. But this disgust won't go away entirely.
뭐라고?
What?
도시의 화려함은
This was what's behind the splendor of the city?
이딴 것이 도시를 숨쉬게 한다고?
The city could be in motion thanks to this crap?
귀한 경험했네 꼬맹이.
You learned a valuable lesson today, kid.
그날 본 연기의 근원은
Don't
기억나지
exactly
않는다.
remember the source of the smoke I witnessed that day.
그러나
But I can't forget the dreadful image of what makes the city a prosperous place.
구역질나는 세상.
The sickening world itself.
자신의 편의가
I don't realize that their convenience is built in the sacrifice of numerous others.
알고 싶지 않겠지.
You wouldn't even want to know.
전쟁이 끝나고 난 다시 도시로
After the war, I
해결사로
blended back into the city and kept working as a fixer.
많은 사람을 만나고
Numerous
떠나보냈다.
people came and went in my life.
그렇게 수많은 사경을 넘긴
Countless
후
crises and hardships later, all that remained by my side were the 12 fixers in Charles's office.
당장 내 눈앞에서 지워쳐!
Get that thing out of my face!
잠버릇이 고약하네요.
Yeesh, that's a nasty sleeping habit you have there, mister.
잠깐 졸았을 뿐이야.
Just nod off for a moment, that's all.
넌 뭐지?
What are you? Oh, you must be the new
네가
one.
그 새로운 녀석이겠군. 이 의뢰에 참여한
You
놈들
know how everyone
다
else who
자신
took
알지?
this request died awful deaths, right?
내 영혼이 심연의 바닥을 헤맬 때에도
Why should I begrudge it? It's during the hours when my soul crushed the depths of my heart, it was seated there beside me.
원망하겠습니까?
또라이 당첨이군.
Great, I get to work with the sicko.
이런 미친.
What the f-
좋아하는 시의 구절이에요.
The passage from a poem I like
괴로움을 떨쳐내기보다는
helps me accept the agony rather than suffer trying to shake it off. I think this is the first time we've actually seen Angelica's face here.
무슨 시술을 받았길래
What kind of augmentation did you get to be so strong?
찌그러지는 줄
Almost crushed the back of my skull.
내가 볼 때는
You aren't any less of a sicko if I'm being honest, mister.
기분 나쁘게
I heard you keep that mask on at all times like a creepy psycho.
실력은
That
확실한
said,
것 같지만
I also heard you're quite skilled.
가면을 벗지 않는
Hey, mister,
이유라도 있나요?
why will you take your mask off anyway?
캐묻지 마. 서로 높은 등급의 해결사니까
Don't pry,
선은
we're both grade
지키자고.
1. Let's not cross each other's lines. You know the unspoken rules.
모르는데요.
No, I don't, mister.
서류 보면 나보다 나이는 더
Stop with that
많은데.
mister crap. It's making me feel
기분 나쁘게
awkward.
말이야.
Documents say you're older than me, too.
그리고 너 각오해.
And I swear I'm gonna pay you back for hitting me twice before the contract with Charles's office ends. You'd better be prepared.
세대인데요.
I mean 3 times, my good Mr. Sir?
뭐? 2대 맞았는데.
Huh, but I could've sworn I only got hit twice.
미친 새끼.
You piece of...
안젤리카와 나는 도시의 별급 사건을 담당하며 처음으로 만났다.
First met Angelica while taking on a case concerning a star of the city.
장기 임무는 특성상
Pretty much
필연적으로
unavoidable to
말을
talk with
섞거든요.
coworkers on a long-term mission.
차라리 그때
Perhaps I should have
침묵으로
kept my
일관했으면
silence.
너무 많은 동료
Was it because of all my colleagues?
아니
No.
동료할 수도
All the
없으면
people who died so
차라리
early
죽은
and
자들에
suddenly
대한
before I could even
미련
call them
때문일까?
colleagues. I grew a yearning for something more.
왜 나는 마음을 열었던
Why
걸까?
did I bother opening up to her?
난 외곽 출신이에요.
I was from the outskirts.
정확히는
To be precise,
어느 날개의
I was a
실험
test subject in a
대상자였나
wing,
봐요.
apparently.
실험이 끝나니
When they were done
외곽에
experimenting with me,
보내진
they dumped me in the outskirts.
무슨 실험을 받았는지 기억은
I don't
안
really
나지만
remember what kind of experiments I went through,
끔찍한 느낌은
but the horrible
떨쳐낼 수
feeling
없어요.
still persists.
그거 참 안 됐네.
How unfortunate.
매정하네요.
You're cold, mister.
너무 뻔해서.
It's just too banal.
하긴
Yeah,
뻔하다.
I guess it really is a cliche story when you put it that way.
그럼
What about
당신은
you?
어때요?
Tell me something more about your
그
mask.
가면에 대해 더 들려주세요.
일에 집중해.
Focus on work.
가면을 쓴 것은 어린 시절
Started wearing a
누나
mask
알려준
following my
조언
grand's advice.
해결사 일을 할 때
The reason was that as a
얼굴이
fixer,
보이지 않는 게
it's important
중요하다는
to not let
취지였던
your
걸로
potential
기억한다.
enemies remember your face, if I remember correctly.
그러나
Now I
가면을
had to
벗지
keep my
못하는
mask
다른
on
이유가
for another
생겼다.
reason.
차마 벗을 수가
I
없었다.
couldn't stand to take it off.
이 도시 앞에서
I couldn't stand to be
떳떳이 있을
open
수
with a clear
없었기 때문에
conscience in the city.
그렇게 가면 안은
Mask became my own enclosed world I couldn't
나만의
leave.
세계가 되었다.
그 방으로 들어가지 마세요. 잘못했어요. 제가 다 잘못했어요.
Please don't take him to that room. I'm sorry. I'm sorry for everything.
그러니 오빠만 제발 오빠만
But please, leave my brother be. Please let him go.
임무 중에
Fizzing off in the middle of a mission, are you? Dang, he got a hit in.
그리고 잠버릇은
I don't
네가
think
더
you're one to
심각한데?
criticize anyone else's sleeping habits, hmm?
야 잠깐만.
Hey,
이거
hold
너무
on.
아프잖아.
That hurt too much.
2대 남았어. 게다가
Still have
아프다고
2 more
반말을
hits
하네.
to go. And wow, you're just dropping your courtesy because you're hurt.
제가 좀
Got a little
흥분했네요.
agitated. Sorry, mister.
자는 도중 어린 시절 기억이
My
났나
childhood
봐요.
must have come back to me while I was asleep.
전에 얘기했잖아. 오빠가 있다는
Told me
건
about it
처음
before.
듣지만
Part about you having a brother is new to me, though.
롤랑은 어때요?
What about you, Roland?
이제 이야기해줄
About time you
때도
told me something
됐잖아요.
about yourself.
난 연기 전쟁에 참여했어.
Participated in the Smoke War.
지독한 연기가 한동안 도시 전체를 감쌌죠.
An acrid smoke covered the whole city for a while thanks to that war.
그래. 그
Yep,
지독한
and I saw the
연기의
source of the
근원을
smoke with
찾아냈지.
my own 2 eyes.
무엇이 연기였는지
I can't remember
기억나지
what
않아.
it was anymore.
그래도
I still have a
보면 안 될
feeling
걸
that I witnessed
봤다는
something
기분을
I shouldn't
가지지
have
않다.
to this day.
그리고 그 역겨운
And
근원과
the feeling that I'm
같은
taking
짓거리에
part in something
나도
no better
가세하고
than
있는
feeling
것과
that
같은
disgusting origin.
그건 마치 속에서
It's like something is boiling
무언가가
within
끓어오르는
me.
듯한 기분이야.
수많은 고통이 도시를 맴돌고 있죠.
Copious amounts of agony surround the city. Maybe the reason you're always wearing that mask
당신이
is...
늘 가면을 쓰는 이유도
이봐, 그곳으로
Heads
목표가
up.
접근하고
Target is
있다.
approaching your location. Hey, it's Olivier.
다시 집중해.
Back to work. We're almost done with this long mission.
나와 안젤리카가 쫓는 대상은
The target
피부였다.
Angelica and I were after was called Blood Red Knight. Hey, we know who that is.
교묘한 수법으로 뒷골목과 둥지 사람을
She
가리지 않고
employed sly
납치했다.
trickery to kidnap people from the back streets and the nest alike.
납치한 대상은 이었고
The victims were later found in the back
시체로
streets
발견한다.
as corpses.
움직이는 시체로.
Animated corpses.
몸뚱이 안에는 아무것도 없다.
Bodies are empty
그들이
inside.
대체
I have no idea how they're
어떻게
able
움직일
to
수 있는
move.
건지 모르겠다. 하지만 그들은 계속해서 움직였다.
They kept walking anyway.
그 텅 빈 곳을 채우려는 양. 그들은 끝없이 싱싱한 것을 원했다.
They endlessly craved for fresh things, as if to fill their emptied bodies.
갑작스레 도시의 별로 지정한 까닭은 둥지가
She was only
직접적인
designated as a
손해를
star of the
입었을
city so quickly because the nest saw direct harm, I bet.
드디어 놈의
I've arrived at her bedroom at long last.
이곳에 오기까지 너무 많은 사람이 죽었어요.
So many people died on the way here.
너랑 나는 끈질기게 살아남았지만 말이야.
You and I managed to survive it, though.
운이 좋은 걸까요? 나쁜 걸까요?
Should we consider that lucky or unlucky, mister?
이걸 봐. 이게
this
대체
out.
몇 명분이야?
How many people did it take to make everything here?
되는 것 같은데.
I'm guessing at least 3,000 folks.
정확히는 4,172명의 침실이.
It's the boudoir of 4,172 people. If you want the exact number. Oh man, look at this. I love the art in this game. It's so cool. We can see Roland's got a sword, and it looks like Angelica's using the spear from, I think it's Alice Workshop.
여기까지 온 걸 보니
You must have made quite a bit of effort to catch me, seeing as you've come all the way here.
그래. 자그마치 2년 걸렸다.
Sure as hell have. It took 2 damn years to track you down. Oh, by the way, if you notice, the Blood Red Knight here, half of her face looks exactly like Nosferatu. A little interesting, huh?
매달린 실은
Strings decorating this room are all human blood vessels.
인간을 무차별적으로
It's been kidnapping people at random and extracting all the veins from their bodies.
역시 우리가 상대하던 건
Things we dealt with on our way were the shells you took all the veins out of, as I expected.
아쉽게도 본질은
They were just crude contraptions of flesh lacking their own will, unfortunately.
내가 원하는 모습은 아니었어.
It wasn't what I was looking for.
좀 더 아름다운 피가 도는.
I was hoping for ones whose veins were flowing with blood that's a little more enticing.
당신의 감상이 어떻든 이제
Whatever your
끝났어요.
sentiment is, your little game ends now.
오늘
Tonight,
도시의
a star of the city shall fall.
질 테니. 상당히 끈질긴데요.
He's a rather persistent opponent.
거의 다 잡았어.
We're almost there.
야, 등치가 비었잖아.
Hey, watch your back.
괜한 짓거리를.
You didn't have to.
달콤해.
Ah, so sweet.
개새끼가.
You damn bitch.
난 이대로 사라지지 않을 거야.
This won't be the last you see of me.
언젠가 다시 한번
Night shall fall once again someday.
닥치고 되죠.
Shut up and die.
사람들은 애써 타인의 고통에 관심을 보이지 않는다.
People try not to care about the suffering of others.
메마른 위로뿐.
They only give a few dry words of consolation. They never wish to truly understand each other's pain.
하지만 안젤리카는 내가
But Angelica was
지닌 고통에
different.
대해 알고 싶어 했다.
I wanted to learn more about the pain I was bearing.
내가 안고 있는 고통은
My agony is
추상적이고
abstract
거대하다.
and enormous.
과연 네가 알아줄 수 있을까?
Did you really understand me?
이봐, 안젤리카, 내 목소리 들려?
Hey, Angelica, can you hear me?
너는 가난한 내 마음의 화롯가를 절대 떠나지 않았던 사람과 닮았다.
You're like those who never left the sad fireside corner of my poor black heart.
드디어 끝났네요.
Finally over. Good work, mister.
수고했어요.
정신 차려. 이봐, 이대로 죽지 마.
Keep it together. Hey, you can't just die like this.
나 때문에 네가 죽은 꼴이잖아.
I can't have you die because of me.
눈 감지 말라고.
Don't close.
정신 차려.
Don't close your eyes. Stay with me.
미친놈아, 아직 안 죽었어.
Put it out, you dope. I'm not dead yet.
뭐?
What?
힘 다 빠져서 좀 쉬려고 했더니
I was just trying to lie flat and rest a bit.
너한테 맞아 죽는 줄 알았네.
Then you almost beat me to death.
다행이다.
Thank goodness.
정말 다행이라고 생각하는 거예요? 얼굴이 보여야.
Are you actually relieved or what? It's hard to tell what you're thinking behind that mask, mister.
가면을 쓰는 이유는
I'm wearing this mask because I don't want to show my face to anyone.
도시에서 내가 가담하는 추악한 일들에 떳떳하지 못했어.
I was not proud to face the abominable deeds of the city I'm contributing to.
내 일그러진 얼굴을 보이고 싶지 않아서.
I don't want my contorting face to be seen.
누구에게도 보일 자신이 없어서.
I don't have the confidence to show myself to anyone.
난 가끔 생각하곤 해.
Sometimes I think
단순히 일이라는 핑계로
we can kill so many people nonchalantly just because associations and offices ordered us to, excusing it as part of our work,
이렇게 많은 일을 죽인다면 우리도 마찬가지가
and we could be
아닐까.
killed by someone with the same kind of excuses.
언젠가 도시에서 죽어도
Even if we were to get murdered in the
아무런
city one day,
불평조차 할수 없을
wouldn't be
거야.
able to make any complaints about it.
무서워.
That's what makes me scared.
확실히 문제 있는 얼굴이네요.
Yep, that's a problematic face, alright.
그래도 걱정은 했나 봐요. 봐줄만 해요.
Guess you really were worried for me, though. It's bearable to look at.
얼굴이 너무 아픈데.
Ah, my face. It hurts.
왜 당신이 도시의 문제를 다 떠안으려 하는지 모르겠어요.
I don't get why you care so much about all the problems in the city, like that's your burden.
그건 그거고 이건 이거잖아요.
That's that, and this is this, you know?
그건 그거고 이건 이거라.
That's that, and this is this.
그래. 그게 도시겠지.
Yeah, I guess that's how the city is.
내 세계를 깨고 들어온 사람.
Person who broke into my world.
그렇게 내 세계가 된 사람이 있었다.
The person who then became the new foundation of my world.
가면 없이도 도시의 고통에서
Showed me the
눈을
way
돌릴
to
수
turn away
있게
from the city's agonies even without my mask.
분명 넌 좋은 사람일 수는 있어도
You may have been a good person, but I would not consider you a wise one.
내가 짊어진 고통에 대해 들어줬다.
You heard about the pain I was bearing, taught me how to turn a blind eye to it.
너는 내 고통을 받아들였다고 했으나
Said you embraced the pain,
받아들인 척을
but you only
할 뿐이었다.
pretended to do so.
나의 고통이여. 너는 더없이 사랑하는 연인보다
Oh my sorrow,
다정하다.
you are better than a well-beloved.
꿈은 즐거웠니?
Have you enjoyed your dream?
난 깊은 곳에서 종말을 연주하는 사람 중 하나에 지나지 않을지니.
I am but one of the many who play the tunes of the apocalypse in the abyss.
오련날
Come now. Once upon a time, 3 happy birds lived in a warm and lush forest. Wonder if we can be of any help. You're right, even minor thoughts are hard to change on my own. Needs a lot of energy to take a revelation and actually change your mindset. Don't know, we've got to do what we can somehow. Indeed, we shall let him freely utter his sentiments first. Oh man, we're in the Black Forests. Okay, so let's see, he enchants people. A lamp that burns forever. Starting with the first scene, inflicts a random assistant librarian with enchanted every 3 scenes. More librarians are affected with subsequent occurrences. Ugh. Okay. Darkness, starting with the 3rd scene, use the combat page darkness every 3 scenes. And Sleepy Eyes, each time an ally is defeated, permanently gain 5 feeble and disarm. When all allies die, all stagger damage resistances change to fatal. Okay, if target is enchanted, kill them instantly. I think the gimmick here is that I can redirect her. Okay, yeah, that's what it is. I can redirect her to make sure she doesn't try clashing with Lamp here and just instantly dying. And then I've got to beat up these birds. When hit, forces target to attack this character next scene, unless they're enchanted. Okay, we don't even need to bother trying to attack that one. Gains 3 power against targets with slower speed. Okay, this doesn't look too awful. Gives strength. They hit Charlotte stuff. Okay, so I pretty much just want to focus one of them down right away. Okay, I actually don't want this hit to go through here. I have to redirect it. Because that +3 power is gonna really hurt. Actually, I'm wondering if I shouldn't play both of these here. Nah, I'll stick with this. I think this is okay. Okay, we almost killed that one right off the bat. Hey, we staggered that one. Good stuff. Oh, the strength is going to my enchanted character. Yeah, a little unfortunate. I want to get draw on her. Should probably kill. And I need to redirect. Okay, these gain +3 power against targets with slower speed, so I don't want to clash there. But I'll do this. And draw a card. Which means that because of the effect of this, it'll end up drawing additional cards. I can use sturdy defense here to draw cards too. But yeah, I need to redirect this. I guess maybe I could seal one of her dice so I don't have to redirect as much next turn. Nice stagger. Now we'll take Eternally Lit Lamp here. I'm not sure who I want to give this to. I think Dorka, but she is enchanted, so I don't know. Actually, I'll give it to Yuri. Alright, it's mass attacking, mass summation on use, inflict darkness on all characters, including self in this scene. Oh, now she can play cards. Okay. It's kind of bad timing. Okay, mass summation 15-15. Okay, that's pretty easy to beat actually. I could use degraded shockwave here to give everyone protection. I think that might be the play, because that could also stagger here so I don't have to worry about clashes. I'll do that. She'll get hit by the mass tech, but that's okay. Okay, that should be good. Okay, Binah got hit, but we expected that. Okay, so we have this darkness, unaffected by power-related effects for one scene. But that goes for him too, so all the feeble and disarm doesn't actually do anything. And two of my characters are enchanted right now. Oh my gosh, I can't redirect this, can I? Oh, I can use Eternally Lit Lamp. Oh, thank goodness. I thought I was gonna lose probably my best character. Oh my gosh. I probably would have ruined this run. Okay, so I think I still have to redirect these because these dice are so fast. But I should be able to eat up these on-hit attacks. I'll do this. So now the 20 feeble and disarm is being applied. So these slash dice should only be rolling for 5s, and these will be rolling for nothing. These will be rolling for 2. Easy clashes. Oh my gosh. The Mio's Prowess and the strongest combo is still working. Even though she's enchanted. That's hilarious. I haven't seen that interaction. Dice gain +1 power against enemies with high speed. What's my health looking like? Yeah, everyone's pretty healthy. I don't think taking tilted scales is the move. Just take this. And this obviously combos with Eternally Lit Lamp. I guess I should explain what was happening. So when they're enchanted, their speed dice drop to 1, right? And so because of the strongest, the lowest speed dice becomes the maximum possible value, so they become infinite. So that's why both of those dice were infinite there. Okay, so I want to use this turn to set up for the next phase. I want to draw here. Draw here. Okay, he doesn't need to play anything. I don't know if this will kill. I don't think so, so I'll attack with this guy too. Okay, that should be enough. Big Bird, with his many eyes, decided to watch over the forest for intruders, and I couldn't read all of it. Okay, is it right for someone to impose their own definition of justice and punish others based on it? Depends on the person. Right now, we have the beast to handle. Hang on, we're not gonna have to face what I'm thinking of at the end of this, are we? Ottoman Corporation reference. But suggest you be faithful to the present moment rather than worry about the future. Oh no, we should be worrying about the future. For sure. Okay, so this is Beak, or Small Bird. Misdeeds not allowed. Offensive dice gain +50 power when clashing against offensive dice. Okay, so you can clash defensive dice against him. The character takes damage, inflicts punishment on the attacker, enters punishment mode next scene. Punishment. In punishment mode, the number of speed dice increases to 5 for one scene and uses a special combat page against the character that attacked him last. Also, all staggered damage resistances change to fatal. Okay, and then these birds. The switches between attack and defense modes. So this one's attacking, defense, and attacking. Vortexes targeting staggered characters. Speed is fixed at specific values each scene. Offensive dice gain 2 power against targets with solar speed. So this is vigilance. Gain strength equal to the amount of times allies with slower speed were attacked this scene. Okay, so I have to attack the ones with higher speed first. Okay. Actually, I should be basing this off of ranged dice first. Because ranged dice always play first. Attacking here. I guess I have to use ranged dice on the fastest character each time, right? And then I can play these ones. Okay, I think that's more than enough to stagger that guy. So now I can attack this one or go after these. I think just going in order is probably correct play here. Okay. I hope I did that right. Yeah, this one's just gonna die. I guess it said they don't die. Do they just get staggered then? Wait, so do these guys come back? Okay, awaken in 3 scenes. Okay, so he's not using offensive dice now. So I should be able to attack him. And he'll go into punishment mode. Okay, so this isn't like when we fought Punching Bird at all. Sorry, I'm trying to figure out, I don't know if it's the first character that hits or the last one. I'm contemplating whether or not I should actually attack with anyone else here. Yeah, I don't think I should. I don't want to test it. Okay, maybe I should have. I think I could have gotten a stagger off. Oops. Okay, serious punishment. Okay, so you have to remember offensive dice gain plus 50 power when clashing against offensive dice. Do I have to use block dice or just take the hits, I guess? Okay, I think I can get a stagger. That's not good. On hit stagger target. I think I can stagger him before any of these hits actually go through. Oh yeah, all of his resistances are fatal. Okay. I feel like I'm overthinking these fights just a bit. The thing is, these birds are crazy, so probably a good thing to overthink this just a bit. Small bird decided to punish the creature's wrongdoings with its beak. And Justitia takes no damage from Blade Burn or Fairy. Mark of Sin at the start of the battle, gain 10 marks of Sin. On hit, transfer a stack of Mark of Sin to the target. All dice gain power equal to the amount of marks of sin the target has. Starting with scene 1, all characters gain 1 mark. They have 5 or more. And uses judgment on them. If 3 or more characters have 3 or more marks, this is a mass attack. After using judgment or ceaseless judgment, lose 25% of max stagger resist. And same as before, I think you just transfer them by hitting them, right? Okay, so you transfer them by attacking and hitting them. And he's attacking them. That's weird. For taking an attack, uses Comet Page Piercing Shriek. I think that's a ranged attack too. I don't like him gaining haste. Like, that's so bad. I have a bad feeling about him having too much haste. Okay. Not a lot of those hit. Alright, so far so good. Okay, prevent him from gaining haste. I feel like I could have just attacked him and killed him. I can just beat him up this turn. I was definitely overthinking this fight. Yeah, it was right. It is a ranged attack. Okay. Alright. Keep the forest. Peace, Longbird. Weigh the sins of those who enter the forest. For Longbird, scale is fair and just, and something. And then in the middle of the chaotic cries, someone shouted, "It's the beast, the big scary monster, lives in the black, dusky forest." Hey, it's Apocalypse Bird. Uses 3 out of 8 possible patterns over 3 scenes. The 3 birds. Every 2 scenes, switch the active egg effect for Apocalypse Bird. One's resistances change depending on the currently active egg effect. Okay. So as we can see here, he's currently weak to Slash. That's the big eyes. Using a mass attack, 2 mass attacks. Oh gosh. Target 2 librarians with the most heavy guilt. Unused targets are horrified next scene. With guilt? How do you know how much guilt they have? Okay, mass individual. Target loses 1 light. Oh, hell no. Okay, those should win. Okay, we'll seal up some of these dice. Oh, this is an 8-8. I could beat that. Yeah, it's a mass summation 8-8. I just don't know what being horrified means. I guess since it's Big Bird, maybe that's what's the effect? The darkness effect? Okay, but just in case this hits me, I want to recover a lot of light this scene. Having light seems like a death sentence. Oh, this dude's not gonna have light, I don't think. So I just have to unlock beats that. Is he affected by fairy? Okay, Eternal Peace. Oh, I didn't even read everything. Okay, not much is different. We're supposed to crack the egg, so staggered while the Apocalypse Bird effect is active. The character will lose HP, and the currently active egg will be expired. Okay. Cool. Okay, Dorka got hit. Yuri got hit. Wait, I'm not getting any strength gain here. Oh, unaffected by power-related effects. Oh, that's obnoxious. I should have read that. Okay, peace for all. Yeah, look at this, no light. Oh, that sucks. I have mass summation 1818. Can click people and disarm next scene. Nah. I don't know if that's worth the fight to spend. Oh yeah, these guys should be horrified, right? What is this? Our resistances change to fatal. The start scene, gain 4 paralysis. Oh no. Okay, one person hit and staggered because they were horrified. Hey, we got a stagger. So that's one egg broken. Big Bird's far-seeing eyes were blinded. So now we've got Small Beak. The cost of 2 random pages in Librarian's Hand rise by 1 for the scene. Ugh. Actual values of dice on this page increase by the amount of heavy guilt on target. I don't have any guilt. I wonder if in the last fight I could have left that fight with a ton of guilt, but I think I won most of those. Not worried about that. Okay, I don't want that to hit. Okay, I also need to stop these attacks from hitting here. I have to remember he's got 2 strength and 2 enduring here. Okay. I feel like all of that worked out pretty well. But yeah, so he's weak to blunt attacks. I'm not really using a lot of cards with blunt attacks on them though. Dice on this page and the page clashing with it are unaffected by power gain or loss. Inflict 1 heavy guilt and 2 heavy guilt. That's brutal. It's actually really hard to clash with too. I didn't even see this. First I had the first comment page played this scene will gain +2 to 4 power. You have that effect too? No. That's cool. Don't know what I want to do. I think this is my best clash potential. Okay, so I got some heavy guilt there. Okay, now we switched to long arms. His immune to status ailments while his effect is active. And then he purged all of it too. And he's mass stacking. So mass individual, dice are unaffected by power gain or loss. And then on hits, it does percent dice value plus target's heavy guilt times 2% a target's max HP. Ow. Okay, so I really need to win this here. This is what heavy guilt does. Take 2 additional stagger damage when hit if the amount is 5 or greater at the end of the scene. Take 10% of max HP as damage. I was using 2 mass stacks. Oh, that's nice. And a lot of just unaffected by power gain or loss. He's weak to Pierce. I'll probably get a stagger off the scene. And this is such a brutal fight, oh my gosh. Yep, here's the stagger. Okay. The head that always gazed upon the cosmos was lowered. Hey, we broke his neck. Peace for all. 2 mass summations. And of course this is small Beak. He's weak to blunt. Oh man, that sucks. I could switch to my blunting stance, but I don't think I have a lot of draw and light gain in it. I mean, these are blunt cards too, so... I think I have to play this. Okay, here's some blunt dice. There's no way that wins. I'm gonna take a whole bunch of damage on him. Yeah, I don't even want to play that because the dice will just get eaten. There's no point. Okay. Binah got hit. And Binah and Yuri got hit. Wow, that looked like they hurt. Ooh, we might get him down the scene. Hey, we staggered him. Bird's mouth that could devour anything was shut. He's got 2 strength and enduring. Guess what do I have to do? Just kill him now? Okay. Can do. With pleasure, honestly. It feels like it's just longer than anything. Like, it's not particularly difficult, but it just takes forever. Like, realistically, one mistake here probably could have lost the entire fight. There's always a scary thing to be, I guess, to have like in the back of your head during these fights. Almost got a stagger bar in one scene. I think I can just stagger him here without taking any of these clashes. We should be able to kill. Alright, get out of here, you big dumb bird. I hate you. Yeah, this is one of the few realizations I haven't done like a bunch of times just because of its length. The bird began to prowl the forest, but there was nothing. There was no creatures, no sun and moon, and no beast. All that was left was the big dumb bird. I'm guessing that's what it said. That's the floor of philosophy. Oh my gosh, what a slog.
나는 알고 있나니 내가 죽음의 자리에 드는 날에도
Because I know that on the day of my final agony,
너는 내 마음속으로
you will be
깊이
there,
들어와
lying in my sheets, O sorrow.
나와 함께 가지런히 누우리라.
That you might once again attempt to enter my heart.
나는 무서워. 내가 끝에 어떤 결정을 할지.
I'm scared. I'm afraid of what decision I might make in the end.
네가 지켜본 자가 얼마나
I don't know how
대단한
great that guy you've been
녀석인지
watching was, but I'm
난
just a
그
nobody.
어떤 놈도 아니야.
What? Dude, use the black silence. What are you talking about?
나도 결국 톱니바퀴 이에
Nothing more than a
끼먹이겠지.
speck of rust on the gears of this world.
결국 추악한 세상에 가담할 뿐인 더러운
I was just
놈이었던
one
거야.
of the many foul people partaking in this vile world. That's why I'm so afraid.
도시는 도시 그대로, 인간은 인간
The
그대로.
city as it is,
우리는
humans as they are, and us as we are.
보이는 것만을 바라보려.
Observe simply what your eyes can see without imputing any external values to it.
그건 그거고 이건 이거라며
Turned away from
애써
lots of
고민하는
things, saying, that's that, and this is this.
것이 그런 도망은 보기
We ran
좋게
from reality.
나와 내 아내에게
My wife and I
되돌아오지.
got what's coming to us.
똑같아.
It's ultimately no one's
그
fault that
누구의
things went
탓도 아니야.
south.
나에게도 책임이 있는
I
거겠지.
guess I'm partly responsible for it too.
도시를 방관한
I'm
대가를
paying my price for remaining a bystander in this city.
그럴지도 모르겠구나.
Perhaps you are right.
하지만 방관하지 않았다
But
해도
even if I didn't look away, could I have stopped this massive cycle alone?
모든 건 반복할 거란다.
Everything shall repeat.
한 번의 굴레가
We managed to break the cycle one time.
지금 이곳의
Just
모든
librarians are now
사정을
going
반복하고
through
있는
another
것처럼.
repetition.
하지만
What truly matters,
굴레가
however,
한 번이라도
is that the
끊어졌던
cycle
것이
did break
중요하지.
at least once. And she's referencing the Lobotomy Corporation's Seed of Light program,
한 번에
breaking it
끊어지고.
once.
해줄 이야기는
That's all I
여기까지.
have to tell you.
종종 차라도
You may
마시러.
visit me for tea occasionally.
시답지 않은
Let us have
이야기는
trivial
무조건.
chit-chats from time to time. Now we get rewards. They better be good. Alright, so we got a bunch of eggs for our abnormality pages. So long arms, no damage from specific status ailments. Big eyes, inflict enchanted to all enemies. Enchanted enemies prioritize this librarian as a target and deal more damage. Gain power and clashes against enchanted enemies and recover HP and stagger resist upon winning a clash. That's pretty good. Small Beak. Add a small beak page to hand, cost 0 on play. Take 5% of max HP as damage, restore 1 light. Alright. Hey, more abnormality pages. So these are the emotion level 5 ones. We've got the Beast. Activate when selected librarian possesses all of the following pages, so all of the eggs. All dice of the characters targeting or targeted by this page are unaffected by power gain or loss, and their minimum and maximum values are lowered by 3. At the end of the scene, all their characters take 15 damage, and this character fully restores light. Okay, that's interesting. I've never really tried to do this. I feel like this effect is changed. I don't remember it being that. Guardians of the Forest. All librarians gain 1 haste at the start of each scene for the duration of the reception. Everyone's got an abnormality page, gain 1 to 2 strength and endurance. Cool. Now, peace. When there is no intruder present, the first enemy the selected librarian attacks is marked as an intruder, and the intruder's attacks deal 2 less physical and stagger damage, and they take bonus damage. I think this is probably the best one, but I usually don't spread out my abnormality pages. I usually focus them on just one librarian. I guess you could build specifically for this floor though. Now the ego pages, some of the coolest in the game. We got Lamp. Enemies are not influenced by power gain or loss for the scene. Mass Individual, 714, pretty good. You can make really good use out of this. Say, for example, if you wanted to go and farm Zhao for whatever reason, maybe you just like the boss fight. On the turns where you activate reverse scale, and she gains all that strength and endurance, you could play this, and she wouldn't have any of that strength or endurance for that scene. that's an interesting way to use it. Justitia, probably one of my favorites in the game. On hit, deal damage equal to 10% of target's max HP, 15 to 25. This is really good. It's an absolute nuke for bosses. I've got Beak. Use reduces the cost of 2 random pages in hand by 1 until they're used. Kind of a cool attack. The effect's kind of especially since it's a 4 cost. I don't know. Not the best. Twilight, mass individual, 6 to 8, 5 to 12, on hit, inflict paralysis. I think this attack just looks cool. Not really the best effect. And then Apocalypse. Mass summation on use. If user's HP is 50% or lower, all dice on this page gain 8 power. And 20 to 25. Deal 50% more damage against targets with 50% or less HP. The card art's really cool for that. You can see the giant, like, claw just crushing people. Man, that is a brutal fight. Very difficult. Next time we've got another one, so stay tuned. We'll have fun with that one as well. Peace.